there, it's Hillary. Welcome back to the Creative Faith YouTube channel. Today I have a fun collaboration with my friend Allie of Allie Scraps, and this is actually not our first collaboration. We have done several before, and actually wanted to show you guys a picture of our very first collaboration that we did here on YouTube. I will link my video for this page in the description box below so you guys can check it out, because I'm actually going to be using the same printable from her shop today as well. And so super fun and exciting. Neat to see that and get excited to share about this new collaboration we're going to do. So we are using her set called, I think it's Mess to Masterpiece. Like I said, this will be linked in the description box below. And then we're using my Summer Girls printable, which I will link in the description box below. These are really fun girls, kind of fun, quirky girls that I have drawn. And so you get 7 girls in dresses, 7 girls in shorts, and then smaller versions of those as well. And I have been having so much fun creating with them. I've done a Faith Happy Planner spread using them, as well as a Bible page here on YouTube using them. So I'll link those 2 videos in the description box below too. So Allie on her YouTube channel today is sharing a video doing something. I'm not quite sure what at the time I'm filming this, but I'm sure it's going to be really cool. Yeah, so I will link her video in the description box below. Be sure, if you are not, to go subscribe to her YouTube channel. She has a lot of really awesome content. She does Bible journaling and has a lot of fun ring books and does scrapbooking. And so she is just a wealth of creativity and inspiration. So, and if you guys are here from Allie's channel, hello. I hope you guys will hit the subscribe button and stick around too. So I am going to put you guys on fast forward now and get started using these 2 kits in my journaling Bible. Alright, so to get started, I have to cover up some major bleed through from this previous page. The previous page I actually used a freebie on my blog for Father's Day. I'll link that in the description box below if you want to check it out. But lately, one of my very favorite ways to cover up bleed through is to just use acrylic paint. And so last time I used it, I just used my fingers. But this worked a lot better to use my paintbrush. And I just put down a cream color from paint from Target. And then I've been really loving using Distress Oxide inks on top of the acrylic paint. It is not a perfect look, but it's just been something really fun that I've been playing around with lately. And so one of my favorite ways to use Distress Oxide ink is to use these makeup brushes from the Target, or not from Target, from the Dollar Tree. And so I am using this really beautiful pink and blue that match the colors from Allie's kit. So she had a pink and a blue and a yellow as kind of her main color scheme. And I am just adding more and more layers and blending them together. So then things got really messy, which is super fun. So I used 2 other acrylic paints I have, and I really watered them down. And you can see I'm just using an acrylic stamp block. I have put scrap paper all over my workspace as to not get paint on me or my desk. And I am using a paintbrush and just tapping it to add paint splatters all over my page. And so then I do the same thing with the pink, but I used a Faber-Castell big brush marker also and kind of mixed it with the pink acrylic paint to try and get it to be a closer match color wise, because I don't have any acrylic paint that's that same pink color. So that is kind of a fun technique. It worked out pretty well, I think. The cool thing about adding the paint splatters on top of the Distress Oxide ink is that Distress Oxide ink, when it gets wet, it creates this really cool kind of texture type thing. And so that was something really neat that I just love how it turned out. So I had the paint splatters, and then I also had the splatters of how the Distress Oxide ink reacted with the water. And so that is just a really cool technique that I would encourage you guys to try out. So now I am trying to figure out which girl to put on the page. This was like the hardest decision. You can see I spent quite some time sorting through them all, but it gives you a chance to check out all the different styles of hair and the color of skin tone that I have. So I was kind of trying to pull out the girls who are wearing pink or blue or yellow to go along with the same color scheme. And so I'm just kind of playing and messing around with the different girls, and I just love how these fun, funky summer girls turned out. I've been using them in lots of places, like I mentioned earlier in the video, and so I ended up deciding on this girl wearing the skirt and the yellow top, and I had wanted to add the paint palette too, but then it just got to be a lot of elements on one page. Probably if I had been working in my illustrating Bible that has a much larger margin, I probably could have fit more. But this Bible, it's like my Creative Faith Bible. I only use printables and things in it that I have created and made. And so it is just a really special Bible. I kind of stopped using it because it's the King James Version, and I don't love that translation for kind of journaling and studying, but I thought I need to work more in this Bible and make it even chunkier and use some of my newer printables and things in it. So anyways, it's just been fun to pull it out and use it more, and for a while I just wasn't journaling in my Bible. For a while this year I just wasn't journaling at all. And then I started kind of using my journaling Bibles again, and it's just been a really neat place to reconnect with the Lord and reconnect, not that I wasn't in His Word, but I had kind of taken a pause from being creative in His Word, not from studying it, but from being creative. So then off camera, I glued down the main elements. I put the paintbrush from Allie's kit on the top and the art easel in the middle. I love the easel that comes in her set because it's the perfect spot for journaling, and that's what I'm going to do today. That's where I'm going to journal. I also pulled these two printables from my shop from my God's Word Says I Am set, and I will link that printable in my Etsy shop too. And so it says I am, and it has a bunch of different ways that you guys can finish that sentence. And so I'm using the I am beautiful one. And then the stamp set on the right hand of the page, my friend and sister in Christ Ponte sent to me. It's such a cute stamp set. I love all of the elements in it. I love the cute houses. I love that it has numbers. Those will be great to use. I should use those for the date now that I'm doing the voiceover. But that's okay. But one of the phrases it says is handcrafted. And I was thinking about how we are handcrafted by God. I'm journaling in Psalm 139:14 that talks about how I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Marvelous are thy works, talking about God's works. And guess what? That includes you and me. And I've been thinking a lot lately, especially as I was journaling this page, about how life is really messy. I feel like my life is messy. I feel like I'm a mess all the time. But I'm journaling that I am handcrafted by God. You and I were created by the Lord. He is the best artist, the best craftsman in the world. And guess what? He made you and me. And so we are beautiful. We are made in His image. And so even when life seems really messy and complicated and kind of chaotic, we are still beautiful. We are beautiful women, made in the image of the Lord. And so I want you guys to remember that today as you're watching this. Don't forget to go check out Allie's video in the description box below. Be sure you're subscribed to her channel. And don't forget to subscribe to the Creative Faith YouTube channel. Hit the bell notification so you don't miss out on any Creative Faith videos coming up. And be sure to leave any questions or comments down below for me. And be sure to pick up the printables that we shared today, the Summer Girls, and the Mess to Masterpiece set in Allie's shop. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you for supporting Creative Faith and Allie Scraps, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!